Next slide, we look at the effective results. And again, I apologize, this is available online. These numbers are pretty small. I'm going to focus first on the left section of this chart. You'll see four sections: CBA low, expected high, and applicant. Again, I'm going to focus on the left-hand side first, just as an example. This will be true, what I'm about to say is true of all four sections here. So in that CBA low box, you'll see three sets of bar charts. The bar chart on the left that has a total number above it of $146.7 million. That is the total amount of revenue we estimate the city to receive on a gross basis, so before expenses, should the project be approved. That's comprised of two sets of funds, Tidelands and Uplands funds. Uplands funds are in green, and Tidelands funds are in blue. So of that total $146.7 million in this example, 50.7% would be expected to accrue to the Uplands, and $96 million would be expected to accrue to the Tidelands. Those are, again, our gross figures. The next bar over that you see, still within this CBA low box, the red bars, you see with a total of $28.7 million. That is our estimate, as described in the CBA, of total expenses that are the responsibility of the city if the project were approved. Of those, of that total, that $28.7 million total, an estimated $26.2 would have to be funded from the Uplands, and the balance of $2.5 million would be funded from the Tidelands, and that's pursuant to the California State Lands Commission approved MOU. So those expense allocations, again, are pursuant to the MOU. The next bar over that you see in that CBA low chart is the net revenue. So this is taking the first bar, subtracting the second set of bars to get the third bar. So the $146.7 million is reduced by $28.7 million, giving you $118 million. Of that $118 million total in the CBA low scenario, we estimate that approximately $24.5 million would accrue net to the Uplands, and approximately $93.5 million net would accrue to the Tidelands. So those scenarios are then repeated for each the CBA low, CBA expected, CBA high, and then figures based on the applicant's estimate. These four scenarios are provided throughout the CBA. For reference, the CBA low case is in essence a 90% probability case. The way that works is that, and it's described in the CBA in a fair amount more detail, our conclusion or our estimate is that there's a 90% chance or better that the CBA low value would be achieved. So 9 out of 10 times we would expect at least the CBA low outcome to occur. The CBA expected outcome, if you can imagine a bell curve now, is a 50-50 chance. We expect that the outcome, if the project were approved, would be a 50% chance that it would be that amount or more. And then last, the CBA high case is a 90-10 probability. It's a 90% probability that it would be that amount or less, and a 10% probability that it would be that amount or more. And then finally, you've got the applicant's numbers in there for reference, and that's